okay.
I got an itch.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm sorry. The corner of my mouth itches. Okay, so anyways, welcome to the podcast we haven't named yet.
Welcome to the Unnamed Podcast.
So, I just want to start off with Amelia brought this in. It's supposed to hold a plant. She said, yeah, I bought... Where did you get this?
Target. I bought it at Target. Okay, you know how you go into Target for a specific thing, right? Like, I went into Target. I'm pretty sure that was the day I went for shampoo. Low on shampoo, right? Somehow, I don't know if you've been to the Target here, but the hair products and the planting items are on completely opposite sides of the store. But every time my mom and I go to Target, we always go to the seasonal section. Because if you don't go to the seasonal section, were you really at Target?
I mean, it depends on which season you're going in, but anyways.
We go to the seasonal section, and I saw this potted plant thing. It's like to hold a little plant. Because I was really into succulents. And I saw it, and I was like, I want this for my succulent. And then I was like, wait, even better idea. I use it as a coaster. So now it sits on my bedside table as a coaster.
I think I'm using it as a coaster.
It's pretty solid. You have to give it points. It's pretty solid. And like when cups like they have the condensation, it just kind of like gathers on there and then it's like goes away. It's really...
Okay, here's the thing. Jenna Marbles, she once said that you're not a real adult until you buy coasters.
Does this count?
No.
No?
No.
So I'm still not an adult, guys. Okay,
well,
that's fine.
This is fake.
Okay.
You can't buy... I just don't understand because, you know, don't these come with plants?
No, it was just there next to the plants. Like, there was, like, the plants, and then there was that.
I feel like they were selling a bunch of plants that came with this, and then people didn't take this, so they were like, well, we have to sell it.
It was literally $1. And I was like, I can't not buy it. It's $1. That's the danger of going to, like, Dollar Tree. Like, everything there's $1, and you're like, oh, it's just $1.
I think it's worse when you go to Five Below, though. Because Five Below, like, you have the same mindset when you go into... What is it, Dollar Tree?
But it's not everything's $1.
No.
Most things are $5.
And now they started charging like $8 for certain things. Like,
but it's Five Below.
What's the point of selling it?
You can't do that. It's Five Below. It has to be $5 or below. That's your business model.
They ruined it for me. There's so many bad businesses.
But as much as Dollar Tree like is kind of
problematic.
Like, yeah, it really is fantastic. Like, if you're going to the movies and you want candy, Dollar Tree is the place to go. They have such a huge selection. Yeah. And it's $1. $1. Sometimes 50 cents if it's old.
Let's not talk about the
old
50 cent. What was
can
it?
Of black beans.
We were going to get them for beans. And
then we were like, nah, we shouldn't poison beans with these crusty black beans.
I don't know. Don't canned foods, like, not expire?
I think there has...
They do expire,
eventually,
but people
like,
keep them in there.
It's like 80 years. Remember Peyton's grandma's house where you would go down to the basement and there's just cans everywhere? But most of them were expired. And you're like, how is this even possible? Cans don't expire. Yet they were expired.
I don't remember that. I don't pay enough attention. The expiration date is so small. How did you even see?
I don't know. Because I picked a few of them up because I was like, this is weird. Like, this is weird. And I wanted to know, like...
It's extreme couponing.
But, like, if I...
Not to be confused with extreme cheapskates.
Very different. Because extreme couponers still spend money. Extreme cheapskates will literally dumpster dive before they even think about spending a dime. So, I mean...
I'm just thinking there's an option to do that in The Sims. I'm sorry. I did not want to talk about The Sims. Oh my god. But
no. To dumpster dive?
Yeah.
That's a choice?
Yeah, so they came out with this new pack this year. So it caused a whole bunch of controversy because The Sims 4 is a flop. Anyways, we don't have to talk about that.
We don't need to get into that.
But I'm actually going to write an article about this. But anyway.
Oh, one of your missing articles?
Anyways, it's called Eco Lifestyle. It's the stupidest pack ever. It's the stupidest pack ever. I'd rather buy Katy Perry's Sweet
Isn't there
Treat.
a Star Wars pack?
Don't even talk to me about that one. That one is so stupid. You can't even do anything. It's just quests. And, like, you don't get to fight anyone.
Do they not have General Grievous? Grievous? I don't know how to say his name, but it's the skeleton guy with the 4 sabers. He goes...
I'm so disappointed.
He has 4 arms. I don't have 4 arms to demonstrate correctly. But you get the picture.
You can just grow them real quick.
Wait, put your arms behind mine.
I'm not doing
it.
Okay. I kind of want to do it.
I know.
Wait, but now we have 4 legs.
It's okay. It's fine. It's like a tentacle. Can we play Lego Star Wars later? Wait, it's at your house.
Is it?
Yeah, because we're going to finish it there.
Why don't we play Lego Batman?
I don't want to play Lego Batman.
What's
I'm over it. It's too dark.
I know,
Let me just go on a rant about Lego Batman. The gameplay is fine. Like, it's actually really fun. But it's so dark. Like, they made it so that it's nighttime all the time, which, fine. Yeah, it's Batman. But they didn't have to make the screen so dark that you can't see anything.
You can't see what you're doing.
No,
and,
you
like,
can't.
I already can't see at
Tiffany's
night.
already blind. So, like, trying to cross the bridge.
I'm not blind.
Every time there's a bridge, Tiffany loses all of her coins.
What?
Every time. She
can't
just
say
walks
that.
off the bridge.
No,
Every
I
time.
don't.
Yes, you do. Sometimes we have to switch characters so I can get her character across the bridge. It's ridiculous. But it's not all her fault. But it does happen in Lego Star Wars, and that's not that dark.
Here's the thing. If you're gonna make a game where you can't see the bridge, like what is that, bird's eye view, don't make it angled. Why would you make it angled?
You're just bad at walking across.
I'm not bad.
bridge.
I hold the controller, I push it to the right, and they just fall off. Because it's angled. And every time I do it, I have to go step by step, and then they end up falling off. I'm like, I didn't tell you to go that way. I told you to stay on the bridge.
Oh my god, it's so funny.
Oh my gosh,
it just happens all the time.
There's this Hannah Montana game that I want you to play, not Barbie Horse Adventure.
Barbie Horse Adventure slaps, and that's not Hannah Montana, so...
I know, but they're both blonde.
That's true.
No offense to all the blondes.
Barbie Horse Adventure was a banger of a game. Like, okay, I've heard from fellow classmates that there's this game called Dark Souls, where it's like the most elite gameplay, and it's super complicated. Play Barbie Horse Adventure on Wii. That is insanely hard. Trying to get your horse to do the tricks and, like, go around the course in under, like, what was it, 20 seconds? Yeah. It took me hours to get my horse to even turn the correct way.
Yeah, like, at first I just brought it over as a meme, but then she ended up playing it all weekend and then finished the game. And I was like...
I watched the whole graduation. I recorded the whole thing on my phone. If I have the clip
I
still...
want to see it.
I'll show you later.
Showed me it.
I sent it to you. You didn't watch it because it was on Snapchat, and you don't use Snapchat.
Yeah.
But if I can find the video, I'll insert it here. But I literally, like, sat there and watched the whole graduation and was, like, in tears. I was so happy. But it was hard. Play Barbie Horse Adventure. They expect you to go into the mountains and ride your horse up the mountaintop.
There are so many unique Wii games. Okay, but anyways, the Hannah Montana game.
Yes.
So, in the game, when the phone rings, they do not put this in the instructions, and they really should. You have to pick up the Wii remote and say hello.
What?
Like, there's no button.
What? Wait, that's really crazy. How does it
That's
even do
elite,
that?
though.
It is, but, like...
For, like, a 2006 game.
That's actually kind of crazy.
No, but the thing is, it took me years to figure this out.
Why is it in the instructions? That seems like a vital
that
piece
is
of information.
vital. And, like, I remember crying as a kid because I couldn't answer the phone.
That's so funny. Oh my god. Like, literally everyone's like, oh, like, all these Xbox or PlayStation games. They're like, oh, the level adventure games. I don't know. I literally can only think of Dark Soul. I know others have been brought to my attention, but I can't think of any of the names.
I don't know. I'm not too into the gaming community, or, like, the shooting game community. I don't know.
It's not a shooting game. It's
is it, like, the,
it's like
the
a
story progression game?
Yeah, it's like
I've always wanted to play one of those.
Me too. And you know what? I've been doing research, and there's this one called Sea of Pirates that I'm super invested in. It's only $20. Me and Liam are gonna split it. we're both going because we both want to play it.
Yeah.
It came out in 2018.
Can I watch?
Yeah, you could play it probably.
I'm not good at
playing
video games.
Xbox, so I mean, like,
Let me fix this.
no, it's fine.
It's irritating me. Okay.
But I don't really understand it really, but it's like an adventure, like, story game. I don't really know if it's a story game. I can't really figure it out, but it says it's an adventure game where you're a pirate and you, like, go through all these things.
Gotcha.
But I do want to play Dark Souls. I've heard it's really hard, but I'm also not that good at the Xbox. So I feel like if I'm gonna, like, end up spending $50 and I'm gonna pour, like, 80 hours into this game and get not even halfway through it.
Well, I mean, that's how you get good.
I know, but, like, I don't know. If you have any good story game suggestions...
I'm telling you, Beyond Two Souls. I think that's what it's called.
Oh my gosh, there's this other one that's called, is it Willow of the Wisp? It's like...
Is it the one where they're in the mountains and it's snowing?
I don't know. It's like...
And, what is his name? Remy or Ramy something. Oh no.
It's something called, like, Ori and the Wisps or something weird. Like, it reminds me of you know in Brave, the Willow of the Wisps, those little blue things that are in the forest that they, like, follow. It's like those, but not that. I know what it's called. It's like Ori in the Dark Forest, and then there's another one that's coming out in 2021 called Ori and the Wisps. It's, like, the second part. I don't know. It looks really cool.
The one that I'm thinking of, like, the story progression ones, I don't know the name of the company. I'm assuming it's the same company because all of them use, like, actors to do or, like, it's like some kind of VR thing where they scan them in.
Oh, so it's like they have people move in the suits to, like, see.
But it's like cartoon, but it's not, or, like, I mean, animated.
I've always really wanted to play Detroit, or is it Beyond? I think it's just called Detroit.
Ooh, speaking of games,
but it's PC, and I don't have a high enough level computer to work that.
Same. I really want a gaming computer.
Same. But then I will never do homework again, ever. I will not make it through college.
Well, you could always become a Twitch streamer.
Oh my god. I would not.
Twitch streaming is becoming the new thing, I'm telling you.
I know, but I don't know if I'm funny enough. And I'm just so bad
You don't have to be
games.
funny, that's the thing.
Like, I'm just so bad at games.
All you have to, you either have to be, like, a teenage boy, a 30-year-old man, or a girl. Like, any girl. Literally.
I don't know. Maybe I'll look into it if I can. I'm really thinking about the pirate game, the Sea of Pirates. I'm definitely getting that over Christmas break, aka this week. But we're getting the new Xbox. Did I tell you?
Yeah, you already told me that.
But I don't know, like, when. I don't know when that's supposed to come, so I'm, like, hesitant to buy it. Because I was like, oh, let's buy the disc. And then Liam was like, no, that's dumb. Just buy it online.
Wait, you guys are getting the Xbox and not the PlayStation 5?
Yeah. We're an Xbox family.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't really had that much experience with PlayStation. I played it once at one of Liam's friend's house, and I didn't like it very much.
Well, which one was it?
Which PlayStation or which friend?
Which PlayStation? Which friend?
Anyways. I don't know what PlayStation it was, but it was one of the newer ones. It was probably like the 3 or the 4. I don't know. But it was like, I don't know. I think it just depends. My, like, understanding or feeling about it is that it just kind of depends what you learned first is typically what I think people like more. Because, like, I just grew up playing Xbox first, and so I'm used to how the buttons work and, like, the different functions. So to learn PlayStation, like, it's kind of almost the same, but not really.
I feel like Xbox is more of, like, I don't know, it just screams, I like sports to me. I don't know.
I mean,
does that make sense?
No, but, like, it was more, I think, kind of, like, I think what you're getting at, like, PlayStation seems to have more of, like, the games that were based, like, anime games. Not anime games, but, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like the anime
it's like different
games.
Types of gamers. That's what I'm getting at.
Like Xbox,
I feel like if you have an
leans
Xbox,
more sports. I totally agree.
You're either like a teenage boy in high school who like plays football or something, or you're a dad.
I mean, like we've had an Xbox. I think one of the reasons we had an Xbox is that like I was the person who, like, pushed to get a Wii for our family. And then the next thing we got was the Xbox 360. And the reason that we wanted that, and by we I mean me, was because I wanted the Kinect to play Just Dance without having to hold the Wii remote. That's literally, I think, why we started, like, we got an Xbox.
I don't understand what's your obsession in dance games.
Okay.
I don't get it.
I really like Dance Central. Just Dance is, like, the songs are kind of boring. Like, there are some good ones. Like, there's that one song about the underwear. It's, you know, my American Apparel underwear. That song. I don't know what the rest of the song is. It's the one line that I know.
You look so perfect.
Yes.
Wait, is it?
You look so perfect standing there in my American Apparel.
5 seconds of summer.
Yeah.
5 sauce.
Yeah.
I
whatever
remember,
the song is. That's
I'm pretty
why.
sure it's you look. Wait.
She looks so perfect. Maybe I don't know. Something like that. But I really liked that. Like, that one is good on Just Dance. And then there's, like...
That's not a song you put on Just Dance. Anyways.
Yeah, I know, which is why I don't like Just Dance. Because Just Dance is, like, more childish. And, like, the other game that I play on Xbox Connect is Dance Central.
It has
and they got... Oh, it has some... It's pretty awesome. I mean...
Like R&B.
They have a lot of, like... kind of like 80s, 90s. Like, they have This Is How We Do It by Montel Jordan. They have Baby Got Back with Sir Mix-a-Lot. I mean, come on, you can't top those. They're classics. And then you gotta... That's the starting move for the Baby Got Back.
Oh my god, she knows.
You, like, gotta, like...
And if you're listening to this and you can't see, Amelia just stood up and
that's the starting move. You
did like a card swipe.
It's like I think of it as like
the
pinching,
credit card swipe.
No, I think of it as like pinching
That's
salt.
a London Tipton thing.
No, I think it's like pinching salt. Like you're like grabbing the salt and throwing it.
Like Salt Bay.
Like seasoning, yeah, but like salt. It's like pre-Salt Bay. Maybe that's where Salt Bay got his inspiration. Was Dance Central.
Definitely
Sure makes a lot.
I think he got a cramp one day and was trying to play it off.
Oh man, that other song, the Humpty Dance by the Underground, that's on there, and that song was like a song that we listened to all the time in our household, and to like be able to play that on a game was really fun, nostalgic. There's also some Rihanna songs on there for you Riri fans out there.
Oh my gosh, I remember when Rihanna started becoming famous.
Oh, Bulletproof's on there too. There's some David Guetta songs, you know, for the David Guetta stands.
I remember when he was on American Idol.
Oh, and come on, Fire Burning by Sean Kingston, a classic. Somebody call 911.
Wait, we can't play 10 seconds
burn.
of a song.
It was only like 3.
I looked it up.
Shawty,
I remember we did that dance in 2nd grade. This was the year before you came to Christ the King. We did a whole dance.
What?
And yeah, but the thing is, we were trying to perform in front of everyone, but then more and more people like joined the group.
And
so it was like
everyone was dancing.
It was like 20 of us. So it was basically all the girls dancing in front of like 3 dudes in our music class.
It's so funny. You
and
know
like,
that? No, literally that reminds me of I don't know, for people listening who know me, I'm not much of a girly girl, right? I did a lot of sports, but when I lived in Texas,
doing a lot of sports doesn't make you a girly, or I mean, a tomboy.
Well, like, I didn't like doing, like, dancing, or, like, I don't know, I didn't like...
Stereotypical...
I didn't like ballet and stuff like that. Like, that just wasn't something... Or, like, cheerleading. But this one year, my neighbor, who I was really good friends with, her mom told my mom, she's like, oh, you know, Shelby's going to this dance camp and cheer camp at Westwood, which is the high school I would have gone to if I had stayed in Texas. Anyways, and my mom was like, oh, well, you know, Amelia's not really into that stuff. And she's like, well, you know, you should go. Everyone's going, which was true. All of my friends did go. So I went, and I hated it. But we did this dance, right, to Baby by Justin Bieber, because that was the song. And I hated it. I hated Justin Bieber at that time. I was not a believer, all right? And so we're doing this thing, and we had to make paper hearts, and we ripped them at the end. We, like, did this whole dance holding this little paper heart, and we were like, baby, 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 oh. And that was, like, the dance. And then at the end, we, like, ripped it. And that was what I remember. But it was really weird.
Well, I mean, when you... So, like, I don't know, when I was, like, 5, as every 5-year-old girl does, you sign up for dance. I did ballet and tap. And I only stayed in there for, like, a month. Because I'm not a spotlight type of person. I'm a hardcore introvert. But anyways, so, like, I didn't know what we were really doing. And I didn't know we were doing, like, a dance thing. Like, I didn't know we were going to perform it in front of people.
Oh, no.
And, like, I was in my little costume and everything after a month of going to practice every day after school. And I saw, I mean, in reality, there were only, like, 30 people in the audience. But to me, that was a lot of people. And I just stood there for, like, half of the dance. My mom has the video. Like, I just stood there. Like, I didn't do anything. And then, what happened? Like, the teacher or the instructor or whatever, she tried to come and get me. And I was like, no. Like, I'm fine. It's just y'all lied to me. Like, how are y'all gonna put me on stage when y'all didn't say that there were gonna be this many people here? I wasn't mentally prepared for that.
Well, yeah, so all the parents came to the baby performance, except my parents. They didn't. I told them, I think, not to go. So they didn't go. And then I was kind of sad because they weren't there.
Oh my gosh.
But, like, I didn't even... It was fine. But then I remember, so that was, like, one of the dances. But then, that was, like, the group dance. But then we did a bunch of, like, group dances with partners. It was weird. So, like, everyone had a partner, and we had all these, like, partner moves. And I remember, like, do-si-doing at one point. And then we, like, tried to, like, jump over our partner, and multiple people just fell.
That's the most Texas thing I've ever heard.
Oh, my God. Because, like, our high school had a dance team. And it was, like, the dance team ran the camp. And, like, one of my friends who was my age, she was a lot younger than her siblings, and one of her sisters was on the dance team. So it was, like, also part of the reason we went. Yeah.
You know, I think about that as a big age gap, but
that's your age gap.
I mean, it's more than that.
Yeah. I mean,
all my age gaps are more than,
yeah.
Like, the next sibling up from me is 11 years, and my brother, the oldest, is 19 years older than me.
Which is crazy, because, like, he could be your dad.
My dad was his age, or, like... Okay, so when my dad was 19, that's when he had my brother. So the age difference between my brother and I is the same age difference between my dad and my brother.
That's so weird, actually.
I know.
To think about. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah. Anyways, my brother's old. He's 37.
Brandon.
And he's Mormon.
It's just funny.
And single.
He's an uwu jobber. Wait.
An uwu. Did you say uwu?
I said uwu jobber, but that's not what it is.
It's Uber jobber.
I've never known. I always just say something like resembling the sounds and hope people don't. I just say it really fast. I'm like uwu jobber, so people don't like know that I don't actually know the word, like the phrase. No, I just feel dumb.
I've never been to Uber jobber.
That's a whoops. That's a whoops for me.